I'm gonna just record the screen here. Okay. Are you noticing more belly fat? Meaning you're gaining fat and most of it is going to your belly. It's not evenly distributed. It's going mostly to your belly. If you're type 2 diabetic or your doctors warn you, hey, you're getting close to diabetic, you're pre-diabetic now, you better change something. High blood pressure, another symptom. High cholesterol. If you're hungry all the time, especially right after you eat, you're like, I shouldn't be hungry. I just ate. And to fatigue. If you're absurdly tired, again, especially after you eat. And then you've tried to lose weight and maybe a couple pounds come off, it comes right back. And it just seems like it's impossible. No matter what you do, the weight won't come off now. And sometimes hard to focus, hard to remember things. Your brain just does not work the way you remember it working. And sugar and carbs, especially right after you eat. Mood swings. These are all clinical signs of metabolic syndrome. And what that means is your insulin levels have gone to such a high level, your body is always in fat storage mode. And I'm going to get even nerdier later, but before that, I want you to know that if you are insulin resistant, you will not be able to lose weight until you get healthy. Most people think, I need to get healthy. I want to lose weight so I can be healthy. Got to turn it around. We have to get our hormones healthy before our body will actually burn fat and you can lose the weight again. So this program will do both at the same time. But before we even go on, why should you even bother listening to this guy? This guy being me. I'm Thomas Miller, and this is me with our indoor boot camp. I've run in-person gyms for almost a decade until switching to 100% online. I've done outdoor boot camps. This is my outdoor boot camp. I've spent lots of time helping people transform their bodies, but I've always used workouts, nutrition, and accountability, those three together. I have worked as a teacher. I'm also certified to certify other coaches. So I actually teach other coaches how to be coaches as well. But that's not really why you should listen to me. My successes, great. My education, maybe impressive to you, maybe not. All my years and all the different transformations I've had under my belt, all the people I've helped. The reason you should listen to me is not my successes. It is because of my failures. And here's what I mean by that. I have been in the trenches with women just like you who are stuck, and no matter what they try, the weight's not coming off. They're doing the same program as everyone else. The weight won't come off. And I have spent the time to figure out what's going on. And that's when I had to go back to school and learn that there's more to weight loss than how much you eat and how much you exercise. And this to alumni who have made it a lifestyle and go on and tell everyone, all their friends, family, that forget dieting, forget working out all the time. If you do the right intermittent fasting, your life will change for good. So question everyone asks, this sounds pretty good, Tom, but why in the heck are you doing it for free? Well, I obviously want something from you as well, and it's not going to be free forever. I have, since switching to the intermittent fasting, GH Fast Advantage for everyone. And I want to repeat, I do it for every single client now. These are two of the first clients that diets. This is years ago. They were not getting results. Everyone that is why we're doing the 28-day intermittent fasting. I need testimonials. And after I get 100 of all the workouts, follow the meal plan. 100 people do it for free. They were not losing weight. We're going to start charging more fat, ladies. I would say a week after. We are going after the fat. We're not going after weight loss. Weight starts at 99. Their body fat for all 28 days. And we're going to start teaching your body how to burn more than a challenge. You actually get a whole course that comes with it. My first two vegetarian clients. We only take 10 per week. That could not eat any meat. You're going to have your own intermittent fasting plan, and they did intermittent fasting as well. You all need your own adjustment. Got the results they want. Because the thing about intermittent fasting is everyone's doing 16/8, and some people get results and some people don't, because it doesn't work for everyone. Your schedule is going to depend on your current level of insulin resistance and your metabolic history, the things that have happened in the past that got your metabolism to where it is now. Here's where I need you. These next 100 people that are coming in, and I think we have 30 somewhat spots left for the free, and checking in at least 3 times a week on your social media. Today I did my workout. Today I followed my fasting plan. Just documenting what you're doing while you're going. And at the end, a video review. And that's going to be a one-on-one Zoom call where I ask you 3 questions and you just answer them authentically. And basically it lets other ladies find out that this works. This program is specifically designed for ladies over 45 that are potentially in an insulin resistant state. This is the program that will work for you when other ones never did. And of course, I want to blow your socks off with my program, how well it works for you, how easy it is to implement for you. So you want to continue working with me when it's done. All right, here's what I need you to do. Plan to lose 10 pounds in 4 weeks. This is a success. The other way to be successful is to lose 2% body fat in 4 weeks. And the third way to be successful is to do a post every single day about following the steps. Because since it's an online program, if you post what you did that day, I'll know you're following all the steps. Plus, it lets people in the world know that what's going on. Because this solution will change lives, just like it did for Tony. Tony was stuck. It was not, and she was one of my first stuck people back in 2017. But intermittent fasting changed everything for her. And she was so frustrated. Ming Mei yelled at me. I mean, literally yelled at me. She said, nothing's working. Your program doesn't work. The ones I did before, you said would work. It didn't work. When I put her on intermittent fasting, she got the weight off and she's kept it off ever since. So it works for ladies that have been stuck for a long time. It works for ladies that have just started trying to lose weight. And it works for you whether you have insulin resistance or not. But the higher your level of insulin resistance, the more you need this solution, because nothing else will work. You will not lose weight until you fix your insulin resistance. And that's just science. The good news is, since introducing the GH Fast Advantage across the board for everyone, 95% success rate. That means if you do it and you follow the steps I give you, and you don't even have to do it perfectly, you're going to lose 10 pounds in 28 days, and you'll be well on your way to losing all the weight you want because your metabolic hormones will be balancing out and working properly. Over 1,000 transformations under our belt. I've helped so many people lose over 20 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, but I'm most proud of the recent ones that did the GH Fast Advantage because they are not gaining the weight back. People that lost weight in the past of my programs just through diet and exercise, almost everyone gains the weight back because it doesn't fix the root of the problem. The root of the problem is your hormones. Oh, I'm really proud of this one. This is Rowena. Rowena lost 20 pounds and gained it back. She did the challenge again, lost 20 pounds, gained it back. One more time, she lost 20 pounds, gained it back. She's like, I don't know what to do. When she started the GH Fast Advantage and stuck with it, she lost the weight again, kept it off. And here's the good part. Quit her job, went back to school, got her nutrition certification, and now she is one of our awesome accountability coaches. So you may be working with Rowena. In fact, when you join the Facebook group today, she'll be in there to welcome you, and she may just be your accountability coach. So this is an awesome story. Say bye-bye to the belly, ladies. Emily did not want us to show her, or Caitlin rather, Caitlin, Emily is what we call her, did not want to show her face, but look at the belly change difference. The belly will go down first. Your belly is the first to grow, and it's also going to be the first to go. And that's all because of visceral fat and insulin resistance. She did it when we were doing the 21 days. 21 was too short, so we changed it to 28. And she lost about 10 to 11 pounds during 21 days, but has gone on to lose all 25 she wanted and is happily ever after. She sticks to her timed eating protocol and will not gain the weight back. You probably can relate to Donna. Now notice the difference in Donna's hourglass figure. Donna had tried everything and she didn't really believe much in the program. She didn't believe anything would work, in fact. And Donna is a good example of someone who did not do it perfectly. She did not do the intermittent fasting schedule perfect. Nope. She didn't do many of the workouts, and she did not follow the nutrition plan, especially at first. More and more, she at least followed the intermittent fasting schedule, which I call TEP, timed eating protocol. And she followed it and she started to see the weight drop. Then she started believing more, following it more, started doing the nutrition. She finally lost 16 pounds and now she's lost 22. We're still working with Donna, but this proves that you can not do it perfectly and still get results. And the more you follow it to the best of your ability, the quicker the results come. So it's really up to you how fast you want your results. But you can count on this. You're going to get them faster. No guesswork. You're not going to have to guess when you should stop eating and when you should start eating. Even if you don't have a lot of time to exercise, this still works. You do need to exercise, but not lots and lots of cardio. I'll get to that in a second. And then nutrition. So simple. As long as you can tell time, you can follow it. As long as you can tell the difference between lunch, dinner, and breakfast, you can follow it. I had to take a little drink there. And I want you to know that nutrition plans can be complicated, but we start off with the most important thing, and that is when you start eating and when you stop eating. If you follow that first and foremost and stick to it, the rest will come into place and you'll start getting results. But I'm going to give you more than just your intermittent fasting, coaching, and schedule. You're going to have everything you need to succeed. All 4 pillars. You will have workouts. Strength training, though, ladies. Strength training. We're not exercising to burn calories. We're working out to build more strength because that's going to have a hormonal effect on our metabolism. Nutrition. When you're not fasting, you'll know exactly the right amount of food to eat and the types of foods. Macros mean, is it a fat, a protein, or a carb? You'll know how much of each to eat, and like I dial it all in for you so you don't have to guess. And then accountability, because you need a coach to tell you to answer questions, to give you modifications, and to keep you on track when you start maybe veering off. But the most important thing is your GH intermittent fasting. So this is what you should plan on. Start bracing yourself and getting ready for it. The typical results, and this is from our stats and averages, is 5 pounds in your first week. It's designed to get rid of your bloating and inflammation and reduce water weight and start dropping fat right from the first week. By the end of the challenge, plan to lose 11 to 15 pounds. That's the average, right in the middle of there. We've had some people lose 20 and more, and we've had one person lose 28 pounds. Those are not typical results. So, ladies, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of just being stuck, even though you're doing your best and not losing the weight, you are in the right place. And from my experience, the only way you won't succeed and lose at least 10 pounds in 28 days is if you don't stick with it. So if you're truly committed to getting healthier, getting your body back where you want it, then I need you to put some skin in the game. And what's that mean? Putting some skin in the game means committing some time, committing some attention, and committing a little bit from your wallet. And don't worry, not a lot, just enough to make sure you stick with it for all 28 days, and I give it back to you on day 28. I don't want your commitment deposit. I want you to succeed. I want you to stick with it so you succeed. So you still get to do the challenge for free, but I need you to put some skin in the game so you don't quit. I've learned that lesson the hard way. I'll tell you that story soon. In fact, I'll explain it all how it works. It's pretty simple. But first, it's important that I show you why the GH Fast Advantage works so well. Oh, yeah. Karen just started. She's lost 3 pounds by day 3. It works, and she didn't think it would because nothing else did. The reason it works so well is because of all of these things at the same time. One, you will all have your own timed eating protocol. There's an advanced course, an advanced path, and there's a moderate path. So if you're ready to go for it, then you can go a little bit more aggressive. I said advanced, but think of it as aggressive. But if you want to go a little more moderate, you can go that path as well. Next one is the macro plan. And the macro plan is it's your guide. It lets you know exactly what to do, what not to do, how much to eat. And I'm going to show you a blown up one soon. And then strength training. If you haven't figured it out yet, GH stands for growth hormone. Strength training tells your body, keep the muscle, burn the fat. And by strength training, that means every week you're getting a little bit stronger. This week, you can do 10 squats without any weight. Next week, you can do 15. The week after, that's 20. That's strength training. So we need to see an increase in your strength because that tells your body to burn fat and keep the muscle. We are not working out to burn calories. We're doing it to build more strength. And I give you all the workouts you need. In fact, I give you more than what you need. You can choose the ones you like. I'm going to get nerdy. In fact, I can put on my nerdy glasses if you like. I have done extensive research on your hormones, and I'm going to break down fasting for you really quickly. Your body is in 1 or 2 metabolic states. I was speaking to someone earlier, and she felt like she was doing fasting, but she was having almond milk in her coffee. It doesn't matter if it's 5 calories, 50 calories, or 500. It breaks the fast. And it's not about how many calories you're eating. It's about keeping your body in the fasted state. So the thing I really want to drive home for you, your body's either fed or it's fasted. There's no in between. If you've eaten in the last 8.5 hours, you're fed. If you have not eaten in the last 8.5 hours, you are fasted. And when you're fasted and when you're fed, your metabolism is completely different. They're meant to balance each other out. When you're fed, insulin is running the show. And if you have type 2 diabetes, if you have been overweight for a long period of time, if you have yo-yo dieted, gain weight, lost weight, gain weight, lost weight, if you've had excess body fat for over 2 years, if you have any signs of insulin resistance, the list I showed earlier, insulin's always in your bloodstream. If insulin is always in your bloodstream, you are in the fat storage mode all day long, even while you sleep. Most of us fast while we sleep. But if your insulin resistance is severe enough, you're still storing fat while you sleep instead of burning fat like you should. So lowering your insulin levels is huge. But that only happens when you're fasted. So, yeah, but I only ate some lettuce and I only ate a little bit of broccoli, a little bit of protein powder, really healthy stuff. You still shift over to the fed state. So not eating any calories at all gets you into the fasted state. And ladies, that's fat burning, that's growth hormone. When you are fasted and insulin goes all the way down, growth hormone runs the show. And not only is it the most powerful metabolic fat burner, it also is like a fountain of youth for us. It helps our skin, our bones, our muscles. It helps us look better, have more energy. It is the most useful hormone we can have in our body. But if we're insulin resistant, we're missing out on the growth hormone benefits. And that is how the GH Fast Advantage came to be. When you combine these 3 things at the same time, we downregulate insulin and upregulate growth hormone. The longer you do this for, not only does you lose weight and feel better and look better, you also fix the root of the problem. This is a solution that was controversial for a long time. Now research verifies it's absolutely safe for every human on the planet, and it absolutely works for every human on the planet. The problem is everyone needs a slightly different version of it. That's why you have attention and connection accountability coaching, a coach to make sure that your version is working for you. And it has to be personal. Gone is the guessing. With your timed eating protocol, you will know when to stop eating. You'll know when to start. Carbs, protein, fat, you'll know how much to eat. And you'll know the maximum calories you should eat each day. Because it's true, if you eat too few calories, that can actually hurt your metabolism too. So you shouldn't be dieting and intermittent fasting at the same time. During the first week, you'll be in a slight calorie deficit, but after that, you'll be eating enough calories to feel good. This is not a diet. You're going to get these results without starving yourself. When you eat, you're going to eat till you feel good. And that means don't stuff, don't starve. Feel good. I'm saying fuel like the word fuel because you're fueling your body. All right. Speaking of fuel, each of you will have your own macro plan. That means I'm going to make one for each of you. And say this is for Christina. Christina, for breakfast, right here, we're going to put in your breakfast time. Some people like to eat early in the day. Some people eat later. But we are going to push it down to 2 meals a day. And if you want to start with 3, that's the moderate way, you can. But eventually, we're going to get you down to 2 meals a day. And for breakfast, you're going to have 1 protein. I've already measured these out for you, Christina. You can choose whichever one you want. If you want to have sirloin steak, you're going to have 3 ounces. If you want white fish, you're going to get 6 ounces. But I already got your serving. Oops. Finger got a little crazy there. I already measure your serving sizes out, so you don't have to do any of that work. Next thing is your fats. 2 fats. So grass-fed butter. All right. I like that. 2 tablespoons is 1 serving. I get 2. So multiply that by 2. 4 tablespoons of grass-fed butter? Really? Yes. And 3 veggies? I like broccoli. So I'm going to have 3 cups of broccoli. I'm going to steam them and melt 4 tablespoons of grass-fed butter and have it with some steak. There you go. That's a meal. And I see if you ask questions, no problem. I'm going to answer them all at the end. So you can put them in the chat now and I'll answer them all at once. And to make it even easier, when you go grocery shopping, just check off the things that you want to buy at the store. But if it's not on this list, do not eat it during the 28 days. Do not try to get cute and substitute things because these are low insulin index foods. And I also know for certain these aren't going to aggravate your stomach unless they do. And then we can change and make modifications. But at the beginning, stick to the list because I know this list works. Now down here, these are all the things you can have. I've taken out all the confusion, all the guesswork. You know you can have artificial sweeteners. You can have lots of condiments and flavors. You can have lemon juice. You can have diet soda. Yes, it will not hurt you during this challenge. Now, if you are like 87% of women over 45 in the United States, you've tried to lose weight at least 3 times in the last 3 years. And even if you lost some, odds are you gained it back. Rest assured, you're not alone. And I'm here to share with you, it's not all your fault. It's not because of willpower. It's not because you don't really want it. It's not because you have bad metabolism. It's not because you're cursed to be overweight. The truth is, there's way more to weight loss than calories in, calories out. This is what I learned in college. This is what they teach you when you get your nutrition certification. You learn this all over the place. You learn that all you need to do is eat less, move more, and you'll lose the weight. And when you do that and you don't lose the weight, people look at you like you are not telling the truth or something's wrong with you. Truth is, that's a lie. It works for some people, but lots of people it doesn't, especially women that are going through or have gone through menopause or women who have been overweight for a long period of time. The truth is there's 13 factors that contribute to weight loss and weight gain. And we are going to start off with lowering your blood sugar levels right from week 1, and then balancing your hormones. And then we're going to focus on that insulin resistance. Those top 3 are the big ones. And then the hyperthyroid diminishes. The toxic load goes down. We start alleviating or eliminating all of these causes for being overweight and the causes that make it impossible to lose weight. And then last things, we stop emotional eating. We stop using food as a feel good. And then we make sure we're getting in the right strength training and the right macros, which we talked about in the macro plan. Ladies, When you eliminate or alleviate all of these factors, you have solved the root of the problem. Now, if you haven't figured out, I'm a total nerd when it comes to this stuff. And I researched what are the main reasons people stop doing a new program before they get results. Because if you're like most people, you've started stuff in the past and haven't seen it through and didn't get the results you wanted. Well, the top three, let's look at the first two. Confusing, restrictive. I don't want to eat broccoli and chicken breast all day. I mean, that's so lame and boring. Or I don't have time. The GH Fast Advantage takes both of those out. Those are not going to be excuses or reasons anymore, because if you don't have time, then work out for 10 minutes. And the nutrition plan is so simple. I've had 12-year-olds follow it. I'm positive all of you can. But this one's a little more complicated. This one, I had to learn the hard way, and I had to learn about cognitive behavior therapy, human behavior, and psychology, and what goes on in the human brain. And it's our unconscious mind trying to protect us. It's called the follow-through effect. And it's not just us, it's the whole world. In fact, only 7 people out of 100, 7% of the people who pay every month between $29 to $49 and $99 a month for a gym membership actually go. That means they keep paying because they intend to go. They intend to utilize it. They know they're going to. They know they need to, but they don't. And here's the follow-through effect. We have an unconscious brain. It's our autonomic nervous system. And it's full of programs and patterns that we learned as kids. We learned out throughout life. But its main job is to protect us. It wants to keep us safe. It wants to keep us alive. That's why we breathe. That's why our body does all these automatic things. But it also protects us from unsafe life situations. Whenever we do something that's uncomfortable, unfamiliar, our unconscious thinks this is not safe. And it starts screaming, no, 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 go back to the old way. Go back to what feels normal and comfortable and safe. And we say, no, I'm sticking to the plan. With your conscious mind, you say, I'm sticking to this. You be quiet, little voice, and you stick to it. But when life gets overwhelming, stressful, hectic, busy, pressure, noise all around, that's when the unconscious takes over. And next thing you know, we're back in the familiar path. That's the follow-through effect. And I call it your SP programs, your self-protective programs. We all have them. And that's why people get stuck in addictions. That's why people get stuck in worry, stuck in bad habits that they are hard to break, is because they exist in the unconscious mind as self-protective programs. And they lead to a bunch of thoughts. And they live to feelings. So these are all stemming from these unconscious programs in our brain, and I call them self-protective feelings, self-protective thoughts. And ladies, these eventually lead to self-protective behaviors, going back to the old familiar way. I know this happens. I know it's part of being a human being, and that's why intention alignment is how we do mindset coaching. We align your intentions with your actions, thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. The longer we work together, the more we do that. But starting from week 1, we start getting your intentions clear and make sure that your actions are matching. We do everything we can to get you out of the follow-through effect so you can stick with this and get results. Speaking of results, I'm going to give you everything else you need. Besides the intention alignment, I'm going to give you all the nutrition and fasting coaching and resources and education that you could use. The most important thing is your timed eating protocol. The second most important thing, your personalized macros. But I'm going to give you much more than that. I know some of you are going to eat out. Life goes on. No problem. I actually give you an eating out guide that teaches you what to eat, what not to eat, and how to order. You're going to have lots of foods to choose from, lots of recipes to make with those foods. So this is really the strongest part of the program is definitely the nutrition and fasting, and the most important part. But you'll have workouts. You'll have modifications when you need them. And whether you have a whole gym, some dumbbells, some space on the floor, I have workouts for you. Plus, you have a video library. So in case you're not sure how to do something, It shows you how to do it. So imagine getting stronger each week. Imagine being able to lift more or to do more squats or do more wall push-ups. If you're thinking, I can't do any of that stuff. Yes, you can. I've had people that do chair squats. I'm sitting in a chair right here. So they stand up, they touch their butt on the chair, and they stand back up. If they need help, they brace themselves. Week 1, they do 10. Week 2, they do 20. Ladies, that's strength training. You work the muscle until the muscle says, I am tired. And that means you fatigued it and made it stronger. So based on whatever equipment you have is going to be the type of exercises we give you and your fitness level. No, yoga is not strength training. Yoga is flexibility. It's a completely different thing. Yoga is a wonderful exercise for your body, brain, and overall health. But this is specifically to get your hormones back in check, burn the fat, and keep the muscle. So I'm going to tell you what you need to do most of all. Yoga you can add on as a bonus, but great question. Accountability. Let's be honest, ladies. I can give you the best nutrition plan in the world, the best workout plan in the world, but if you don't stick to it, nothing's going to happen. So you have if there's a problem, we fix it coach. I'm also going to check on your results every week. You're going to do a weekly check-in with your weight, your waist, your scale picture, and that way I can make sure progress is happening and make adjustments if they're not. Now, on your first day, you're going to stand on a scale with your bare feet and take a picture of the scale number and your toes. You're going to do that every Monday and every Thursday. That's going to be your scale accountability. Each time you go grocery shopping for these healthy foods, you're going to take a picture of those groceries and put them in the Facebook group. That way we can see what you're eating. You will also do sweaty selfies. When you do a workout, you just take a picture when you're done, workout done. And you can also post those or just put them in the group. So there's accountability. Now, say somebody is not getting results. They're not losing any weight. We elevate their accountability. And from my experience, if someone is stuck and they're not making any progress, we start doing the scale picture every day. We start doing food pictures before every meal. So right before they eat anything, they take a picture of it. We start doing accountability on every workout. After about 4 or 5 days of that, it's been my experience that they get right back on track and the weight starts coming off. So we start off with what you need, but if you need more, we elevate it. Now, ladies, the reason this is such a valuable opportunity for you, you're going to get everything you need for a 28-day challenge, but you're also getting a course. I want to empower you to do this for the rest of your life. So the course not only shows you what to do day by day, week by week, it teaches you why it works. It gives you the references, the resources, and the science is absolutely founded, and you will actually become an expert in GH fasting. Plus, you'll be able to keep making adjustments yourself happily ever after. Because it's like the whole teach someone how to fish, they eat forever. So I want to give you the fish, but I also want to teach you why the fishing pole works so you can keep using it. So you will be able to learn as much about intermittent fasting as you want to and gain as much personal power and knowledge as you want. So you're going to get the course, you'll have access to it the whole 28 days, and you'll get the challenge. So it all comes together. All right, ladies, I want you to know what you're getting yourself into. Number 1, will you commit to follow the simple meal plan all 4 weeks with the fasting intervals? You give me a thumbs up or nod your head yes. There you go. Yes, you can do it in the chat. Thank you, Sandra. How about you, Harriet? Oh, okay. How about you, K. Marion? I don't know why I'm saying it with a Spanish accent. K. Marion. K. Marion. Good to go? All right. Second one, will you commit to 3 30-minute workouts a week? And the good news is, if you can't do 30, do 20. If you can't do 20, do 10. Remember, you're doing it to teach your muscles to get a bit stronger. Number 3, stay accountable, connected, and committed for 4 weeks. That means if you fall off the wagon a bit and you forget to do stuff or you're slipping, don't ignore me. Don't ignore my emails. Don't ignore my messages. Still say, hey, I'm having some trouble. Don't just disconnect because things aren't going well. Thumbs up on that one. Everyone's good to go. I love it. Thank you for putting your videos on. I love when I can see the faces that I'm helping. All right. I love it. We got people that are committed, ready to roll, ready to do this. The reason you will not give in to the follow-through effect, the reason you will lose 10 pounds in the next 28 days, the reason we have such a high success rate, the reason we have 5-star ratings on Google, Facebook, and Yelp is because we make sure people stick with it during the most difficult part, and that's the first 28 days. Whenever you're creating a new behavior or habit, first 28 days are the toughest, and we do it with the commitment deposit. I told you about it earlier, and before I tell you what it is, it's for your own good. Extensive science research shows that if you have even a little bit invested, the odds of you sticking with it during the uncomfortable times are much higher. And I know this program works. So I'm more than comfortable giving away for free. However, when we first did it, and we've tried this twice, there was no skin in the game. There was no commitment deposit. People were excited. They were ready to roll. I could see it in their faces. Just give me their name, their email, their phone number. Just show up on the first day. We had 100 people sign up like that. And back then, we would start everyone on the same day, January 2nd. Big extravaganza. Everyone's excited, ready to roll. And we had 100 people sign up. No skin in the game, no commitment deposit. We could tell they wanted to do it. So we got all the meal plans ready, got all the workout plans ready, got all the coaches ready to go. Everything was ready. We were excited. But on that first day, when it was time to go, you could probably guess what happened. Now, Macaulay's exaggerating a tiny bit. Half the people showed up, but only 7 of them made it through the first week. Now, the good news is all 7 of them made it through all 28 days and were successful. And 5 of them actually became clients. So that was great. But let's go back to only 7. That's 7% success rate. We're like, why? What happened? And I'll be honest, I took it a little bit personal. I felt like, geez, I was a little bit mad. I was a little bit sad. But mostly I was like, why didn't they show? And that's when I learned about the follow-through effect. These people all knew they were going to do it. They had every intention of doing it. None of them signed up with the intention of not showing. They thought they were going to. But between them, during that time, it was like their unconscious mind took over and they just put it off longer or said, maybe I'll do it next time. And they didn't. And that's when we went back to the drawing board and said, how can we still make it super effective, but make sure everyone's going to show up and follow through and still make it free? And that's when we came up with a commitment deposit. And here's how it works. You put down a commitment deposit of $99, and when you successfully complete the Fat Attack Challenge, you get 100% of it back. Non-credit. I don't say, oh, now what do you want to use? You can have it back, credit right back to your credit card. Now, how are you successful? 3 ways. Lose 10 pounds, basic. 2% body fat. Or if you feel like your insulin resistance may be so high that you won't lose this weight, post every day. That's it. Post that you're following the steps every day on your social media, and you can win it back that way too. I don't want your commitment deposit. I want you to stick with it. I want to give it back to you. So you can get it back even if you don't lose a pound. But that has never happened. Everyone's going to lose weight. So what I'm saying is, as long as you stick with it, you will be successful. And you will learn a lot, you will do a lot, you will lose weight, and you will start fixing your metabolic hormones. All righty. We are going to sell this product for, we haven't decided $299 or $399 because it's over $1,000 worth of value, and you get to do it for free. Now, the only catch is you want to take advantage of this link I'm going to put in the chat within the next hour. And when the spots are gone, they're gone. but I know that there's spots left for our next wave, and we can get you in there. So inside the chat, make sure you can see this. And I'm going to set this timer because I have another presentation coming up very, very soon. This is also the chance where if there's questions, I can answer them for you. And can you guys see the link in the timer? Everyone see that? Okay, make sure you click on that and you can go. Now after, here, I'll click on it too. Boom. It'll take you to this page. And that has our current stats. And right here, you'll register, put in your card, you have 6 minutes. And you will, the moment after you register here, it'll take you right there to schedule your start date. So you can start on November 6th, 13th, or 20th. I recommend the 6th because there's still spots left. And the sooner you start, the faster momentum goes. Something I didn't mention, say you sign up and you get in there and I'm not giving you a meal plan. I'm not giving you workouts. I'm not teaching you to fast. I'm not doing any of the stuff I said. I'm basically, it's boo-boo. You're like, this sucks. This is no good. Tell me, I'll give you your money back. I have this across the board for every program I offer. If you don't love it, if you don't feel like I am giving you what I said, then I will give you your money back. I refunded someone's money today only because their doctor said they couldn't do it. Even though their doctor was incorrect, they absolutely could have done it. Whether she's telling the truth or not, I gave her money back. Just because she asked. All right. There was a question in the chat. I will answer that one. And I will put the registration back in the chat one more time. And if you click on that and get registered and scheduled while I'm still on, tell me. I love to do a happy dance. It's a little tradition I do when people take the action. Okay, one question was, if you drink water with a couple of teaspoons of apple cider vinegar during a fast period. Oh, that is a wonderful question and very controversial. No. In fact, every morning, as part of your morning ritual, you are going to have water with 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. 2 is fine. It will not break your fast. So great question. Ghee butter. If you absolutely cannot do the Kerrygold, here's the thing about ghee. It's not grass-fed. And if you get anything that's not grass-fed, you're actually eating the corn and grains that the animal who made that butter ate. So grass-fed ghee would work. You'd have to make sure it's grass-fed, because if you don't get grass-fed butter or ghee or fats, you're basically eating the same carbs that the cow ate. We answered the yoga question. Boom, boom, boom. All right. What if you only have 10 pounds to lose? Then we would change your goal to 5 pounds. Or we would do body fat, which means you would need to get a body fat tester, which looks like this. And some scales have body fat testers as well. When you stand on them, they'll show you your body fat. These aren't extremely accurate, but if you use the same thing all the time, you can at least see progress. So yeah, we would change your goal to 5 pounds or 2% body fat. All right. And Sandy, I can actually send you, you're probably driving or something right now. It's probably you can't fill out the form. I can send you the link in your messaging. All right. You're welcome. All right. Any other questions? You can unmute yourself and ask them if you do have them. Okay. I don't want money to stop anyone from doing this. If you can make a small payment today and pay the rest of it tomorrow, that would work. That way we can reserve your spot and you can pay the balance off tomorrow. If so, you can just direct message me and let me know what that amount is. And I can send you your own individual link for that. Or I'm pretty sure, since this is the first day of signups this week, there will likely be spots open tomorrow. Like I can send you the link directly and you can just take your chances and do it then, whichever one works best for you. You just let me know and I'll work with you.
I don't have a choice. I have no money in my account. So how do I do that? Wait till next week or?
No, I will send you the link, Sandy, via text, and you will just click on that baby tomorrow and I'll make sure your link is active till tomorrow.
Can I do half and half, like 1 week half and next week half, or do I have to do the whole 100?
You can do the half and half.
Okay.
You're going to need a special link then, which won't be back to here. So I will send you a special link
Okay.
that will expire tomorrow that allows you to pay $50 now and $50 in a week.
Okay.
I
That
got
works.
you, girl.
Thank you.
If I'm going to set that all up for you, you make sure you do your part.
Oh yeah. If I put my card,
Go ahead.
oh, you're high-fiving me or saying
Yeah,
stop?
high-fiving you.
I got
We're running
you,
this
okay.
together. I'm very trusting when it comes to this stuff. I want to help and I know this works. So
So my thing is, do I put my card in now or do I wait till tomorrow?
nope, I'm gonna send you the link. You're gonna do it all
Oh,
at
okay.
once. That way
Okay.
I never even see your card number. It's all done through a really secure payment processor called Stripe. So you'll put it all through there.
All right. I don't want to hold up the other lady. So
No worries. I'm glad if there's a problem, ladies, let me know. Let me help you solve it.
no, really, this is going to be good to get me started in what I need.
It absolutely will be.
Yeah.
All right. I will send that to you. Annapuma, did you get signed up yet? Boom, boom. And Annapuma, did you have any other questions?
No, I'm in the process of signing up.
All right. Well, it'll be awesome. All right. So your challenge will start on Sunday. You're going to get an email from me right away today. And then I'm going to give you a little bonus stretching workout to start doing. And then I'm also going to recommend that you start following your timed eating protocol earlier. Like I'm going to have you start getting a little running start in the week before the challenge starts. So you have some things to focus on and some actions to take. So you're going to get stuff from me, even though your challenge doesn't start till Monday or Sunday. Because you might as well start making progress before it all happens. Sonia. There was no Sonia on here before, was there? No. All right, we got Sandy covered. Awesome sauce. I will make sure I get that to you right when this call is done. Harriet, did you have any questions? I saw that you disappeared for a while and you came back. Is there anything you missed that I can help you with?
Yeah, I was in an emergency call, so I ran to the door.
Oh, did you have any questions? I'm not sure what you missed.
Well, I don't know what I missed. So where do I get an email or something?
No, here, I will send you the link where I'm not sure if you saw the part where the commitment deposit's $99. You get 100% of it back as long as you either lose 10 pounds, 2% body fat, or if you don't think these are going to happen for you because your insulin resistance is so high, post about your progress every day, and then you get 100% of your money back. So I don't want your commitment deposit. I want you to win. I want you to succeed. I want you to implement these actions. and you're getting over $1,000 worth of value for free. And to do that, there is a registration page, and I'm going to send it to you right now in the chat. You just click on that baby, and it'll take you right to it. Boom. There you go. And it'll take you to this page right here. And when you go inside this page, just go on down, register. You can see your risk-free guarantee. And then right after you register, it will take you to this page, and then you will schedule your start date. And after you schedule it, make sure you touch the date and then the time. And then push start, select date, and you're good to go. And the time is just a formality. You can start any time on Sunday, but I have to have a time on this calendar scheduler to make it work. So just the date's what's important.
Okay, got it.
Awesome stuff. And let's see.